Yo, wake up, y'all. Wake up. Line dance. Line dance. Come on, y'all. To the floor now. To the side. And come on, y'all. Where my line dancers at? Come on. Y'all ain't doing. Come on. Don't forget that dip. The dip. To the front. To the back. Yeah. Where all my happy people at today, y'all? That's the intro, baby. Share the live before we get into it. All my happy people, let's go. We're going to give a shout out to all of my ones that come up in here early. Tessie was up in here earlier before anybody. All my happy people, share the live, y'all. While we get our happy people on, y'all share that live. Come on. Get up. Wake y'all spirit up, happy people. That's what we're about to do. That's what we're doing. Share that live. Let's go. Share the live, y'all. Come on. What's up, Leanne? Oh, Dappine in the house. It's been a minute. Dappine, we haven't seen you. Where you been? Welcome back. Tessie's in the house. Jasmine is always in the house. London, UK, always holding this channel down. Where's Scorpio at, y'all? I'm seeing she hiding somewhere. Brother Timothy in the house. My cousin Ty in the house. Bridges in the house. Share the live, y'all. You wanted a break from work, Tessie? Thank you for coming here early, Tessie. Laura, what's up? What's happening? It's good to see you today. Oh, Dappine, you had the flu. I hope you're feeling better. Bridget from... What's up, Bridget? Love Jones, welcome. It's good to see you. Hey, you guys, we have a few funny ones today, man. Y'all share that live, though. Come on. Y'all got me in musician mode today. Y'all got the musician in musician mode trying to talk today. But I'm in musician mode today. Come on. Share that live. Let's go. Yeah. All my beautiful, happy people in the house. That's our intro, y'all. You know we got to come in with happy people. We're directing this. I'm directing this for y'all. Man, it's crazy today, man. So, you know, our whole title is called What's Up? That's What's Up is going to be. I'm going to start doing That's What's Up. That's What's Up. Whenever something's happening, we trying to figure out what's cracking. Y'all want to know what's going on. We're going to call it That's What's Up. Every day. That's what's up, y'all. Dappine has been sick. So it's good to see you in here, Dappine. Hit that like, listen, Love Jones said it best. Hit that like button, y'all. Quit playing around with us like that. Hit the like button. I think I'm going to try to play some music in the background while I'm talking to, if y'all don't mind. Let's see if I can do it. Let me see. See if I could play some music lightly in the background in my output. Check. Let me see. And y'all tell me if y'all can hear this music. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all hear that a little bit? I'm just going to put it light in the background. I'm not on StreamYard. So we're not going to, you know, I'm not able to. I don't know. Did my screen just time out? Did my screen time out just now, you guys? Tell me, did it time out just now? What about now? Did it time out? Nope. Okay, cool. So that means I can get to my music when I need to. Rue, what's up, Rue? And y'all can hear the music too in the background? And it's not overpowering me? Oh, y'all can't hear the music at all? Only I can hear the music? That's weird. I guess because I'm not on StreamYard, you can't hear the music as I'm playing it in the background. It's kind of weird. I thought you would be able to. Oh, wow. Okay. I guess I'm the only one hearing the music. That's really weird. Okay, no worries. We're not going to worry about the music. StreamYard allows me to play the music while I'm talking, but I think I could probably play it through here. I'm tripping, you guys. I could play it through here while I'm talking to you guys. So I could just turn it down some. Hold on. Let's bring some music up. Give me 1 second. Then we're going to go in. And where's that 2-man at? I thought I had it here. Hold on. Yeah, we got some cool topics. This will give us a chance for a few more people to come in before I start. Share that live, you guys, because it's going to be kind of funny today too. Because I got some funny stuff to share with you guys too that I think is hilarious. Hold on. Let me download this real quick. Hold on for a second. All right. Okay, so tell me if you can hear this. Hold on, it's still downloading. Hold on. All right. Now you guys can hear that, right? You guys can hear that, right? The music in the background? I'm sure you can hear that. Yeah, I'm sure you can hear that. For sure. You hear that little music in the background now? Y'all hear that? I'm sure you can. What's up, Cheryl? Where's Damaged Kisses at? Not really, you say, Rue? I got it low, Rue. I got it low. Okay, y'all can hear. Is Damaged Kisses in here right now? Y'all let me know when Damaged Kisses gets in here, okay? Cheryl, it's good to see you. Please let me know when Damaged Kisses comes in the room, because she's usually here with us. Okay, so let's get into this, you guys. I don't know which one I want to start with first, but let's start with this Diddy trial, man. I'm gonna be real honest with y'all, man. Let's go to the breakdown of this trial, man. Because honestly, my thoughts on this trial, because people have been trying to get Meech and I to speak on this from the beginning. And if you remember, I did a live video about, I didn't go too deep into the P. Diddy thing, but what I did say is, I said, let me talk about, instead of talking about the same thing everybody was talking about, I said, let me talk about what Black men should do not to get caught up. That's what I said. Because I wanted to put a different spin on it. Because everybody was talking about the same thing. Who did what did what guy did this, what guy did that, who was involved, who wasn't, Cassie this, Cassie that, P. Diddy. I was like, how come nobody's talking about how to make sure that Black men don't get caught up? And what are the ways, hey, Leanne, what are the ways that we cannot get caught up, our crew? How can we not get caught up as Black men was my approach to it. If I said I was going to talk about the Diddy trial, I want to talk about what not to do so that we don't, as Black men, get caught up. In this music industry, it's easy to get caught up. The pitfalls are already set up. So we have to be mindful of that. But with that said, we're going to get into the whole situation which to me is just kind of crazy. And people are calling me saying, man, do you think Diddy's going to get off? I'll give you my analogy. Here's my analogy. Well, first of all, you got to think. Racketeering, conspiracy, not guilty. I already knew. I talked to a few people, and I said, man, they're not going to get him on no racketeering. It's not any racketeering been proven. But they were trying to stack up the cases. Now, mind you, the feds have a 90% conviction rate. I want you guys to understand that. Ty said it's going to get crazy from here. It is. It is. The feds have a 90% conviction rate. He just got found not guilty. So what does that tell you? There was never a RICO case to start with. My opinion. It's my opinion. Doesn't matter what nobody else thinks. There was never a RICO case to start with. Because believe me, the feds don't miss. Tessie said spot on. You guys know the feds don't miss, man. They don't miss. They do not miss. They study it. They know what's happening at all times. They got all the information gathered. They never miss. They never had a case in the beginning. Although they grabbed all the video files and all the hard drives, and so they had everybody thinking, ooh, this is going to be a good one. We're going to start with the RICO case first. Let me tell you something. If there was a solid RICO case, myself, I would have started with the RICO case first. But when I saw them not start with the RICO case, I mean, the RICO case was a slam dunk. Why not start with that if there was really a RICO case? But they had to pile it up to hold them there. Yeah, I hope y'all understand that. They had to pile it all up, and the RICO was the biggest thing so that they could hold him in that cell and keep him. RICO. Everybody scared him. Everybody freaked out. I saw one of the artists from the MTV show, Making of the Band, Dylan. He said something deep. He said, when I have my issues with P. Diddy, I spoke my piece. Trina, hi. Yeah, Trina, I'm glad you're here today. You've been missing us. We've been up in here. Please let me know when Damaged Kisses gets in here, you guys. Listen, Dylan said, when I saw the interview of Dylan from Making of the Band, he said, what I don't get is, why is everybody scared of Puff now? Why is everybody talking about him now? But when he wasn't out, nobody was saying nothing. He said, but me, I spoke my truth. When I was upset with him, I was going through what I was going through. He said, I put it out there. I spoke my truth the whole time. He said, I just think it's strange that all those same people that was around when I was around, none of them was saying nothing then. Now that he's locked up, everybody's got a situation. Mind you, think about some of the stuff. I want you guys to understand this is a deeper situation as far as I'm concerned. Cuz will understand what I'm saying. Ty knows. Timothy said, our crew, you're right. Normally it's a group. P. Diddy started speaking some real political things that he probably should not have been speaking in public. He was talking about starting his own party. He was saying some crazy stuff. Now, we all know what follows that when a black man that's in a prominent position who has that much power starts to say things that he should not be saying, that are those kind of things that can influence, because he had power to influence the masses, and they knew that. But not only that, he started speaking it. Tupac also spoke some of those things. He would start saying things about how, I saw an interview one time, Pac was talking about how he was able to get his fans to hold the door to this auditorium, not to let the police in. So you got to understand, when they realize that they already know these African-American men with power have the power, but it's when they start flexing their muscle and start utilizing or saying they're going to start doing certain things to bring people together is when it becomes a fearful situation. Tydu said, yep, right message, wrong messenger in that instance, had too much dirt on. Yeah. He accumulated the power. I think in certain aspects, he just misused it in the wrong way. Although he has a right mind to do it right. After this point, could he even go back to what he was thinking about doing? Could he even go back to saying, you know what, I'm going to go back to that P. Diddy. I'm going to be political. I'm going to be on point. I'm going to be about my people, about creating a party. He can't even do that now. Y'all think about what I'm saying. He's not going to be able to even go back to that, when really he should have been focused on really bringing the community thing together and focusing on that. But he's not going to be able to do it after this case, you guys. I want you to understand that. He will not be able to even talk political like that. It's going to be a problem. That's going to be the problem, which probably was part of the initial problem with why he got put in that position. Now, I'm not saying some of those things he did, but it seems to me he did a lot of grown folk shit that grown people do. I'm just saying. Seems to me he did a lot of shit that grown people do by choice. The RICO case has not been able to be proven. Let's go into it, you guys. Let's just think about it. I'm not going to get into any tabloid shit. We're just going to break down the freaking situation a little bit, because it makes no sense to me, but it then makes sense in certain areas, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Racketeering conspiracy, not guilty. Sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, not guilty. 3, transportation for purpose of prostitution, guilty. Peep what's going on now. Peep what's going on. Sex trafficking by force and fraud, not guilty. Transportation for purpose of prostitution, guilty. Peep out what's happening. Now, we can't prove the RICO case, so what we're going to do, we're going to get him on prostitution. Because he flew the girls over and paid them to get on the plane, come on over here. That's prostitution. If a man gets in his car, drives down Las Vegas Boulevard, solicits a woman, you get arrested for prostitution. You say, hey, listen, check this out. Look, pull around the corner. I got $100. I got $1,500. That's solicitation. See, so they got to get him on something. That's the whole point. Well, God, shit, RICO didn't work. Shit, Cassie shit didn't. God damn it. In the eyes of public opinion, I'll tell you what's happened. The most he has done wrong in the eyes of public opinion is that video of him just doing his thing, you know, hitting Cassie, putting his hands on her. That's what made America believe the rest of the shit, especially women. They found him guilty in their eyes, in the eyes of public opinion. And men were like, damn, yo, that's fucked up. But do you know how many men I've seen knock out women like that? Like, just worse than that. Y'all know, y'all done seen it. Don't act like y'all ain't seen this shit. Trina said, Baby Girl is one of my favorite songs on your album. You made that song for me. Oh, thank you, Trina. Laughing out loud. Just kidding. It's a beautiful song. Trina, thank you so much. I love Baby Girl, too. Tessie said, if Cassie hadn't filed her civil lawsuit, sorry, Cassie. Sorry, Tessie. I said Cassie. Damn, God bless Cassie. Tessie said, if Cassie hadn't filed her civil lawsuit, would all this have happened? Tessie, let me tell you something, sis. Truthfully speaking, from me to all of you, oh, it was going to happen. It was just going to be something different. Because I believe Puffy pissed somebody off. Was it his lawsuit? Was it the liquor situation? Was it him speaking about politics? And he was very passionate in that video. He was very, I wish he was more passionate about really helping the community, like he said, versus his desire. Because sometimes your desire can take over you, whether it be you're on drugs, whether it be sex, whether it be, you know, Coca-Cola, you know, drinking cases of Pepsi, an addiction. I wish his addiction was politics, and he could have utilized that at that moment to make a bigger change. He could never go back into politics after this, you guys. You guys know. He could never even think about going into politics. Trina said, I'm in my office jamming to my buddy, Stone Paxton. You're so talented, everyone. Please check out. Thank you, Trina. That's so beautiful. I appreciate you. Pamela, hi. Pamela said ego. Pamela, absolutely. He forgot, because when you sit amongst the people, as Bill Cosby said, when you sit amongst the people, he sat amongst the people. He sat amongst the people. Hold on for a second, y'all. You know I'm on my live right now? Why? Why do they call me on my live? Hold on. I'll make sure this doesn't happen again. Sorry, y'all. This is ridiculous. Why do people call me? I think they do that purposely. Oh, my Lord. Don't call me on my live. Messing up my vibe. Now they ain't answering their phone. Answer your phone. Oh, wow, really? Anyway, now they're not answering their phone. Shit. Sorry, you guys. This is what I deal with. Oh, my goodness. See, this is what I deal with. Answer your, look, answer your phone. All right, let's see. So listen. Yeah, just threw my whole vibe off. Anyway, Puppy cannot go back into politics. Believe that. He can't even speak of politics. Now, I'm going to give you guys an idea of what I think is going to happen. Hello? Hello? Oh, my Lord. Anyway, we're leaving that one alone. He cannot even talk about politics after this. But I'm going to give you guys an analogy. First of all, let me say to you guys, what do you think is going to happen once P. Diddy does get out? Now, if he does get out and he doesn't have to do the 10 years and he gets the least probation, what do you guys think? You got the phone call at the same time too, Leanne? It's crazy. Yes, Tessie, that's exactly what they did. What do you guys think is going to happen when Puppy gets out? Give me your honest opinion. Let's get some honest opinions up in here. What do you guys think is going to happen when he gets out? I'm just curious because I'm going to give you my analogy of what I feel is going to go down. But I'm not going to tell you until I see what you guys are thinking. What do you think is going to be the outcome once he is out of prison? Ty said, make sure they have your notifications on. Yeah, make sure I have. Yeah, I need to like put my Western name on. Yeah, tell them to put the notifications on so they don't bother me. Cheryl said, place your phone on Do Not Disturb. Cheryl, that's exactly what I'm going to have to do. Because now that I'm calling back, they're not even answering. Let's see if they answer this time. Please leave your message. No. Anyway, what do you guys think is going to happen when he gets out? Let's read some things. Let's see what CC says. My moderator, CC in Cambodia and Mystique, appreciate you guys. CC said defamation lawsuits will come after. CC also said he won't be looked at the same way. Okay. Anybody else? Because I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen, but I want to see what everybody thinks is going to happen. But when I tell you what I think is going to happen, you're going to be pretty shocked. It's going to be over a period of time. I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen. What do you guys think? Let me see. Let's see what Timothy said. Brother Timothy said, in my professional opinion, I have a BA in criminal justice from UConn. I'm homeless. I'm not dumb. I think he will get 5 years probation with 5 years suspended. I like that, Brother Timothy. And you are, by the way, very sharp. Tessie said, Puppy needs a fresh, strong marketing PR team around him. He needs to move more carefully while civil suits play out. Anybody else? Before I go in with my analogy, I'm trying to give everybody upper hand. You got to be a visionist. You got to see the future. What do you think is going to happen to P. Diddy when he is out? Come on now. Where's my visionaries? Come on now. Y'all got to be able to see. You guys have to be able to see the future. The future. So, well, work with me. Work with me. See that? Y'all got to be able to see that. Y'all got to be able to see that. Now, Cuzzo, I thought you would have already chimed in on that one. Ruben said, our crew said, what time already served? What time? Yeah, but I'm saying the future. Tessie said Diddy will be bigger than ever. Cuzzo, where you at? Melody said, I think LA and Miami is going to come after him next. Very interesting, Melody. Very interesting. You're on to something. Timothy said he has 10 months served, our crew. He does have 10 months served. They're going to give him that time served. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to be better than this, man. Where my little investigators, the ones that figure shit out? Where y'all at, the ones that figure shit out? What do you think is going to happen in the future? Farsi, where you think Puppy going to be at in the future? Ty said, in multi-tracking, fam, laughing all you multitasking, fam, laughing doing a research job. Okay, no worries. Take your time. What do you guys think the future holds for Puppy? Let's be real now. Don't be afraid to say it. When the future happens, if it's wrong, nobody's going to be mad at you. I just want to see where you guys' minds are. I want to see how many sharp people we have who are visionaries. Some people operate more on the spiritual side. Some operate on, something else. Okay, let's read what Cheryl said. Cheryl said he clearly skipped the Russell Simmons handbook. Russell took one look at the heat and said, fuck this, and disappeared to Bali before the subpoenas could land. Timothy said, Tessie, you could be right. If they come after him also, he is cooked in every state. He took women to Cancun after him for guilty charge. What? I think that's what you're saying. Our crew said, I'll be sure is on his ass. Now, Cheryl said something interesting. Even that Russell Simmons thing. I noticed Oprah was talking about Russell real tough. She was getting ready to move. And it just stopped. But what I noticed is why Oprah didn't talk about Epstein like she did the black men. R. Kelly. And she started on Russell. How come she didn't talk about Epstein? I can't tell you why. I'm just curious. I'm curious and I want to know why. Why did they not talk about him? Y'all ready to hear my thoughts? Hey, Dolores, what's happening? Good to see you, Dolores. Let me tell you guys my thoughts. Here's my real thoughts. Y'all ready? I'm trying to let some more people come in with their thoughts before I give mine. Pamela said, you're right. Y'all want to know? Okay, here we go. These are my thoughts. Let me read what Timothy said. Foreseeing the future. He said, no, Sir Stone, I'm saying every state he took women to, they can charge him with transportation. Yes, they can. You're absolutely right, especially if they were paid, which we know that they were paid because it's like, I need you in this place. Don't worry, the money is there. We got you, right? Once you do that, it's a wrap. So let me give you guys an analogy. Now, I could be completely wrong. This is only an analogy from everything I've studied and everything I see from the case. They got to get him on something. Okay? Could they have got him on the RICO? They could have planted some shit. Perry, what's up, brother? How you doing? Perry, nice to see you, family. They could have got him on a RICO. They could have if they wanted to. They've done RICO cases on drug dealers where they planted shit. Y'all know that. Come on, we black. Y'all done seen them do that shit in the hood. They create a case, right? Y'all know that. This is bigger than P. Diddy. I want everybody to understand that. Victory, hey. Understand that this is bigger than P. Diddy. I'm just saying, it's bigger. Anytime you get your president that will say stuff like this, well, I would consider pardoning him, but they've never asked me. Those are his exact words. You don't think that this is bigger than Diddy? Okay, Ty's about to say something. I'm gonna let Ty say what he say, and then I'm gonna say mine, because I'm gonna tell y'all what I feel. Ty said, as sentencing draws near, anticipate a full legal campaign, including appeals, public relations efforts, and possibly a settlement of civil cases to limit financial exposure and reputational damage. I agree with that. Timothy said this is bigger. He is the scapegoat. Brother Timothy, now y'all using the cerebral cortex, this is where I'm coming from. I'm trying to make y'all see. Love Jones said, Jay is next. They are just waiting for the right time. Listen, Love Jones, you're correct. They're going to try something. Black men, successful black men, please understand the rules do not apply for you as it applies for them. I keep trying to tell all my homeboys this, all the guys I know that's got a lot of money. Be careful. I don't put myself around no crazy ass situations. When I get invited to parties, most of the time I don't show up. When I'm at parties and there's a lot of women, or I know it's going to be a lot of women, I bring a woman with me. Somebody I know. And I typically don't even stay that long. I stay near the door so I can run the fuck up out of there. Ty said Bugsby is already in the water now. Yes, he is. Victory said, I said the same thing. They had to get him on something. 3 not guilty is still great. How long the trial was going on? I think this trial was, how long was this trial? 9 months or something like that? Victory said, Tessie said, Victory, how are you? Says, oh, sorry, I'm reading. Timothy said, run the fuck out of there. Listen. Okay, y'all ready? Here we go. I'm about to break it down. This is my opinion. Love Jones said, Denzel said, leave before the devil show. Yes, he did. Denzel gave him game. Nobody paid attention. Nobody is, oh, that old dude just talking. OG just talking. That's the reason I didn't speak on the puppy case. I've been asked to speak on it. People said, speak, Stone. And when I did, if you guys go back and watch the video, I talked about how black men can stop themselves from getting caught up, as opposed to me talking about the case, because everybody's talking about it. And I'll say again, why don't we talk about black men not being thirsty just because you got a whole bunch of money? Stop being thirsty out here thinking because you got money, it buys you the ability to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Tessie said, Diddy will become the prodigal son. Love Jones said they couldn't get him in the 90s for people that got hurt at the basketball game, then the nightclub. So now they tried this. Love Jones, thank you for saying that. So let me tell you what I think. This is Stone Paxton's thoughts. Yes, is he going to probably, if he does time, 10 years, maybe 5 years probation? Here's the bigger picture. This whole situation has been resolved, and how it's being resolved is by design. Strictly by design, because there's a bigger situation that possibly needs to be hush-hush. Perry said, I believe the industry wants to take down these successful black men. No, I'm not into conspiracies, but it's obvious. Perry, you're 100% correct. 1,000% correct, right? Facts. Here it is. Everybody thought that Diddy was going to be caught on RICO. Didn't happen. So the only thing they have is to try to get him on solicitation of prostitution across country. They can even try to tie the pimping thing into it, because they can say, well, you paid them and you're moving them across country from one place to the other. They can try that shit too. I want y'all to understand that. They do that in Vegas to a lot of these pimps out here. That's how they get them. I read the articles all the time. This is how they get a lot of the pimps. When they be moving the girls from California to this place, that place, that's how they get these pimps in Vegas. That's how they've been getting them, sending black men away. But black men put themselves in that position. They have to remember this. Be smart. Sire said, all that money, take up a hobby. Sire, me and you going to be best friends when I meet you, bro. Listen, why are you in my head? Bro, I swear to you, like me and Meech talk about this same thing. Sire said, all that money, take up a hobby, RC cars or something, eat good and stay. Listen, I love my remote control airplanes, Sire, and I love my remote control cars. Bro, like, people don't understand how fun that is. Take the cars to the desert. I used to have the gas ones. I left a whole bunch of them at another house, and so I got to rebuild them again. But I had the gas ones, man, that was really fast, but now the electric ones have actually caught up. But people don't understand how much fun that is. Go out to the desert, take the remote control cars, man, RC cars, get out their house, build a track, man. That's the funnest shit in the world. Remote control airplanes. I spent my time doing all that through the years. my stepsons, taking them out to the park, shooting the rockets off, flying the rockets off, and remote control cars. Yeah. Side note, listen, take up a hobby that's worth, wow, black men with all this money. You can only party so much before your body damages anyway and breaks down. Real truth. So I'm going to get into my thoughts. Timothy said, if I had the money, I would have been fishing. There we go. Only thing getting me for is overfishing. Yeah, come on, man. That is it. Man, pro RC cars, bro. Listen, I had so many cars, sire. Listen, so many. Oh, man, you just took me back. I got to rebuild my collection again. Here's my thoughts on the future. When Puppy gets off. Now, mind you, I said earlier, he can never go back into talking about politics. That's done. He can't even say nothing about black people. We need to come together and not create a party. He can't even, those words can't even come out of his mouth. Ever. Because here's the get down as far as I'm concerned. Let me read what Love Jones said. Okay. Here's the get down. My beliefs only. You guys can timestamp this on this date today that I said this. My thoughts are this. Puppy is going to, of course, he's not going to do life like they initially were trying to get him on the RICO, but he's going to get whatever time, 5 to 10, probation. Probably not going to do no time, for sure. But what he's going to have to worry about is weird shit happening in the future. Not getting comfortable going back to the same shit. Because there will be a setup waiting for him just like it was for O.J. Simpson. They didn't get O.J. the first time. They wanted him bad. And there was never proof that he did what he did. There's still people to this day feeling like he did what he did. If you're going off the evidence and what the courts say, he was not convicted of that. Popular belief believes that he was. To this day, there's people, he's no longer here, and people still, oh yeah, he did it. But let me tell you how they did. He got off, and he got set up right here in Vegas. This is going to be the scenario for P. Diddy. Now, I could be completely freaking wrong, but I can see it in my vision. He's going to have to be completely careful. He's not going to be able to move nowhere close to the way he moved before. He's got to be careful with every woman that comes around him. I mean, literally, he's got to create a whole new venting system for people that come around him. Men, women, it doesn't matter. He's going to have to. Listen, I'm getting another call from legendary Gene Anderson from the Parliament Funkadelic. My phone just be ringing, but I can't answer. Hold on. Poo-poo man.
Paxton, what's up?
Poo-poo, I'm live. I'm going to call you as soon as I get off this live. I'm going to call you back.
All right.
Okay. So listen. Yeah, that's Poo-poo man. Don't ask me what the name means. I have to ask him when I bring him on the show. I'll be bringing him on here because Poo-poo man, a.k.a. Gene Anderson, a.k.a. Poo-poo man, was Red Fox's first artist signed on his record label. So we're going to have him on here. We're going to interview him. We're going to do an interview on him. Puppy is getting a lot of love in some sort of way because this is bigger than him. And believe me when I tell you, he didn't name drop nobody, and he could have. Y'all think about what I'm saying now. He could have said certain stuff if he wanted to. He didn't. He went in there like a G, and he just G'd up with it. Like, hey, you know, whatever. This ain't got nothing to do with no RICO. He's like, man, I'm a grown man. We doing grown man stuff. But he could have said, you know how many people be at these parties doing grown man stuff right along with me? He could have dropped names. He didn't. So you guys don't think all the stuff that happens in the music industry that politicians are not involved with it? They're not at the parties. I've been to tons of parties where I've seen tons of, through the years of being in the music industry, tons of politicians where I've sit back and like, oh my God, that's such and so. Oh my God. And I'm just in the corner, just being stoned. I get my little cranberry juice, sit my ass somewhere in the corner. usually with a woman with me, somebody I brought with me. So you guys don't think, and you probably don't believe that this is bigger. I'm sure some of you do. This is bigger, bigger, bigger than you realize. Leanne said, I never believed OJ did anything, and Diddy has to be in hiding, like lay low and live without BS, because he's definitely going to be watched. He's going to be watched, and somebody's going to try to set him up again. Y'all remember what I'm saying to y'all? I want everybody to remember this. It's not going to be all roses. Somebody is going to try to get him caught up again. Hey, we letting you, hey, listen, we're going to let this go. This one go. But listen, why you back out there, brother? Anything happen, that's on you. We're going to give you this one pass. But the next time we ain't gonna be able to ride with you. It's going to be too easy for him to be set up. He has to literally become, hey, Ty said he is a bad boy, laughing out loud. Yeah, Cuzzo, he's got to change his whole life. That's just the only way. Tracy sure to say, hey, Stone in the chat. Hey, Tracy, good to see you. Listen, you guys, really think about this. Even if he says, well, hey, I'm a grown-up, I can do my grown-up stuff, that can be misconstrued also. Because what happens when he wants to do his grown-up stuff with a grown-up woman and then she gets disgruntled? Could she not go back and say, well, I'm upset because, you know, I told him not to touch me and he did? Well, wait a minute. I thought you just said that you approved of the grown-up. Well, I did. But then after that, I went to the kitchen, came back, and I said, I don't feel like doing nothing. Y'all don't think it will be that easy for him to get caught up again? Because it's literally that easy. Our crew said he got like 50 pending lawsuits against him. Still, so it might be real, and a lot is BS. Ty said, yes, I agree. He really has to reconstruct for sure. That's his only way, or we're going to be seeing him back serving, you know, once he makes it through this, they'll be trying to send this man back for life. Off of some bullshit that somebody then came back with again. When he still has other shit he has to clear up when he gets out. He has to either pay these people to settle all this other stuff out. His fight is not over with. I just hope and pray that he understands that. His fight is not over with. They say it's not over with till the fat lady sings. Well, she hasn't sung yet. This one might be over with, but he still has a big fight. Because there's greedy people out here who just chase people for money. And you never get nothing out of that anyway. It's karmatic. You can create something to try to chase people out of money, and you never really get what you want. You might get that money, and then it's gone, and what? And you get karma? Because you lied to get it? Because you hustled to get it? I've been through those situations on business situations where people lie to try to get a one-up to get money. Imagine dealing with this shit, every last one of you guys. Imagine having to deal with this monkey on your back. But he put himself in that situation. And I'm sure many nights laying in his bed, he could have easily said, damn, I'm fucking up. I think, my honest opinion, I think he figured out what was going on at the last minute. Think about it. He started to make a lot of changes at the last minute. He was calling himself love. He said, I'm about love. He went into the whole love thing, the whole concept of peace and love and people getting along. He was changing. He felt it. See, that's a godly thing. That's a spiritual thing. He felt something coming. He didn't know what it was, but he knew that something was coming because he started to make these changes that none of us had ever seen. He was on his TikTok talking about love, and, you know, y'all need to love. He was getting every morning. If you remember his TikTok, y'all need to love each other. You know, it's about love. It's about love, y'all. I was like, wow, he's on this love campaign. That wasn't initially him. So that meant he felt it. He was hanging around TD Jakes. He was trying to figure out how to reinvent himself, really. And I really do believe he was really in a spiritual change, that only battle that he was dealing with. And we don't know he might have been in the possibility of making a change. Now, if he has not made that change, I'm sure him being locked up has helped with that change. I do believe that he realized he had done a lot of fucked up shit possibly in life, and it was time for him to make that change. He just made the change at the wrong time. Tessie said, you hit the nail on the head. Prayers for Diddy to remain sober, humble, and under the radar. Yes, we got to pray for him because he could be caught right back up again. Our group said, change his name to Love. You so right. Yeah, he changed his name to Love. Think about it, you guys. He was really trying to change. So in order for all this future to work, he's got to change. And he really got it. His whole circle. He really literally kind of has to get rid of everybody in his circle and regroup again. And probably limit it to the people that the partying, the kicking it. I don't even know. I don't even see him doing I see him doing a welcome home party, but I don't see him doing it like he did before. I think he's going to probably do a get together with all of his family, maybe closest associates, business associates. But I don't see him going back to that. I don't even know if he'll do the white parties anymore. I wouldn't. White parties would be off. White parties would be over with. I wouldn't do any more. That would be it for me. I'm praying that he can see that this getting off is just like a tap on the back. Like, okay, we're going to let you off because you didn't expose other situations. But now once you out now, you get caught up again, we can't guarantee you we got your back. We couldn't go in hard to let anybody know that we had your back. We had to let it play down like this, but we got you. You see what's happening? But now if you get caught up again, we can't fuck with you, bro. You have to go for that whole ride. That's what I feel like. That's my personal opinion. My cousin said, Diddy got to say no to himself at this point. Yeah, Cuzzo, he just has to say, our crew said, hell yeah. No, he got to go into the Y'all remember that? He got to do that. You got to think about the song. You got to use that. Listen, this case is crazy. 5 o'clock, everybody's going to know what's up and what's really happening. We will see. Tessie said, yes, Ty, so much of what happened resulted from Diddy's severe addiction. Now, do y'all agree? You can be addicted, but do you also agree that as you're addicted, you know what the fuck is really going on? No, come on now. Even crackheads know what's going on when they addicted. They doing shit. They know that shit is wrong. I'm just saying. Even a crackhead knows what he's doing wrong when he's doing it. While he's doing it, what for, when he's doing it, who was doing it for, and what the reason is. Come on, Tessie and Ty. Y'all know, come on, you guys are sharp. But what's the future? Can he go back into the bad boy music sector? Can he can't even do the, you know, it's just certain things he gotta move differently. And pray that there don't be no extra women popping up with these weird civil suits. Pray that nobody goes and files, oh, well, I remember back when, like, what are you talking about? Because people in that world with those situations will try shit like that. Timothy said, it's 5:17 on East Coast and no bail news yet. I thought that was West Coast time, 5 West Coast time. Tessie said, they do, Stone, but the ability to restrain themselves is non-existent. Absolutely. They don't want to, and the turn up in the music industry is apparent. The turn up be crazy, man. I've been around it. I've been privy to it and still am. That's why I don't go to the turn up gatherings. I'd rather be turned down. I'd rather go to the Buddhist temple and pray. That's me. I'd rather sit at home in the studio, go up to the mountains and go train in the dojo. I mean, that's just me. I've trained myself for discipline at the highest level of discipline, so I never allow myself to get caught up in the entertainment industry like this. Sherry said, hello, everybody. Hey, Sherry. Sherry said, I believe that Diddy is set for life on a tight budget. His kids will carry the torch for their own individual lives. Absolutely, Sherry. I do believe that. What I'm thinking, Sherry, is this is my thoughts only. He got off because of some bigger shit, right? And once he gets out, they done told him, listen, nah, nigga, we done let you get out now. You gonna be cool. But if you get caught up again, we can't have your back again. Problem is, he's got to be 100% careful because there's still going to be people out here trying to figure out how to get him caught up. Tessie, you're funny. You guys are funny. People going to be trying to figure out how to get him caught up. That's all I'm saying. And that's what's up. And that's what's up. That's the title I'm using from here on out. And that's what's up. Let's move on, you guys. Let's move on to a funny, this story is kind of funny a little bit to me. This story is kind of funny to me, you guys. I don't know. I want to see what my men think. I know women are going to say what they're going to say. Nelly and Ashanti. You know, Nelly and Ashanti been in the news, y'all. Y'all know it's been crazy stuff going on. These celebrity relationships are not easy to have. People are all in y'all business. People want to know what's going on. You can't have a normal life. Everybody is judgmental. Everybody's got an opinion about your relationship and your life. That's why you got to keep your business out the way of people. Brother William, what's happening? William Johnson just said he was just denied bail. Y'all see that? It just hit. As we're speaking, Puppy was just denied bail. Sherry said he will move differently. He's highly intelligent, if you don't know. Now, if he's denied bail, probably means that the judge is probably going to do the sentencing. That's my thought too. The judge there's going to be a sentencing, right? A sentencing. And they're going to move forward. And it's possibly going to be probation, maybe 5 years probation. I don't see the probation. This is my thoughts. That's why I said if he gets off, he has to move differently. I see the judge saying, you got to do something, man. We got to give you some time. But it's not going to be the 20 years. You got off of that, and I'm not going to give you 10. But the judge is going to give him something. Victory said, I agree. And if you still stay to yourself, the generations make up rumors. Yes. Hey, it's better for them to make those rumors up, Victory, than for it to be real, right? I believe he'll get off with little time. That's what I believe, little time. But I believe the judge is really going to be like, you know, I gotta give you something. I mean, look at the position I'm in, man. I gotta give you something, man. You know, we had 4-1 here, man. I gotta give you something, man. Just work with me. 5-year probation. So, I mean, I gotta give you something. You got to report to jail every weekend. Something. The judge is going to have to do something, and the judge is not going to be able to just. The judge is hands are tied. The judge hands are tied. Sort of, kind of, sort of. Let's go into this Nelly thing, you guys. Why are we all up in folks' business, y'all? Why? Why are we as regular people that are regular citizens? Tessie said no bill is not good. Oh, Tessie, that's what I'm saying. He'll probably do 5 years with another 5-year probation, Sherry. That's what I'm thinking. Barbara said, Diddy, hope you learn your lesson, serious karma lesson. Yeah, karmic lesson. Yeah, and that's really what it is, you guys. Timothy, yep, that's what Brother Weston said. William said earlier, no bill. The world of celebrities. Be careful what you wish for. For those of you that are out there wishing to be a celebrity and be famous, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What comes with that shit is just crazy. Javon, what's happening, family? I got your text. Victory said they are nosy and don't have nothing to do in everybody's business. Tessie said now they're saying Diddy's free on bond. Wait a minute. Hold on. First they said he's free on bond, and then they say he ain't. No bond, and now he's free. Okay. Is somebody lying online? Hold on. What is, this is why we got to be careful with the information, because people will say stuff and lie and switch it up. And it's kind of like, what are you doing? Has anybody seen Damaged Kisses in it? Damaged Kisses, where are you today? Where are you, Damaged Kisses? We got something for you. Hold on, you guys. This is crazy. I mean, this is nuts. Okay, so listen, let's go into this Nelly thing. Barbara said, no bail, 10 years, blah, blah, blah. Okay, saw that. Tessie said 2 reputable news sources contradicting each other. You see what I'm saying? That's why the media bothers me. That kind of bullshit. We're not going to say anything until we know for sure. Okay? Because I hate that stuff that they do. That's just ridiculous. Okay, let's go to Nelly right now. So I'll say this again. What is the infatuation with celebrities in their lives? What is the infatuation? You guys, I want to know. What is the infatuation with people on TV? What is it? It kind of reminds me of me being on that MTV show, right? As soon as I'm on that show, then people have opinions of me, not even really knowing what my real story is. They just see what's on TV and they immediately judge you. And hell no. Timothy said, I love y'all, fam. Back to trying to do 35 to 40 miles a day, done 36, 24 hours. Got to keep going. Brother Timothy, I'm going to call you today, too. Be safe out there, man. Shit, man. God damn, bro. I'm going to holler at you, Brother Timothy. Barbara said, judge probably gave Diddy 10 years in federal prison. I think 5 years and 5 probation. And we're going to talk about Nelly. Everybody keeps talking about Nelly and Ashanti. What is the obsession? Let that man and that lady be. Him and his wife be. I'm going to say that. Now, they don't know what else to talk about, so they decided to talk about this. Oh, my God. Nelly is criticized for telling Ashanti he won't help change baby diapers. Now, I'm sure this was probably an interview, and he said that in an interview. Us men will play around, say stuff. I don't believe that he does not want to change his baby's diapers. I'm sure he's probably just playing around. People took it out of context. But I will say one thing. Sometimes, ladies, us men don't want to change the diapers. It's a thing. We love the babies. Sometimes we don't want to change the diapers. Most men probably really don't want to change the diapers. They just don't want to deal with the smell that comes with it. It's not that they don't want to change, but, I think he was not being serious with that. So let's get into it, man. It says Nelly is under fire after telling Ashanti on their, it was on the reality show, that he doesn't plan to help with their baby. See, they took it. He said he doesn't plan to help with their baby. He openly said he won't change diapers, sparking a backlash from fans who say he's leaving the parenting to Ashanti. Oh, ladies, stop it. Ladies, come on, y'all. Men, we say stuff. We don't mean it, though. He didn't mean he's not going to trust me. He didn't mean, I can speak for him. I'm a man. I've raised kids. He didn't mean he wasn't going to change the diaper. He's probably actually just playing at that moment. Barbara said, the entertainment lifestyle is extremely taxing. Consider selling your soul for fame, glory, and money. Hell no. Yeah, it's not an easy business, Barbara. It really isn't. Sherry said, they smell once too. Yes, they did. We all did. Barbara said, I choose my peace. Amen, Barbara. Love Jones said, I will be honest. My ex-husband said the same thing. Fast forward, like I said, ex. Oh, you divorced him because of them diapers? Love Jones, did you divorce him, Love Jones? Holy matrimony. Love Jones say, I'm out. You ain't changing them damn diapers, boy. It's done. Let's get into it, you guys. We're going to read more. This is funny. This is hilarious. Okay, so the fans are tripping out on it. Say, in Nelly and Ashanti, we belong together. The rapper reveals he's heading out on a 2-month tour. Ashanti now caring for their 11-month-old son, KK, shares that while she's proud of Nelly's success, she's anxious about managing things alone. And I can get that. She feels like he's out on tour. She's stuck with having to raise the baby in a sense, but in reality, he's got to go make the. He's got, come on, my ladies. Now he can't. We can't have it both ways. You got to get out there and make the bread for the family. Tessie said Nelly was flexing. Love Jones said no, it was way more. Oh, Love Jones, I'm gonna have you on the relationship panel one day with the ladies. Barbara said he helped creating the baby. He can help care for the. I do agree with that, Barbara. That includes changing diapers. I agree with that. Even though it's a stinky job, but somebody got to do it. Why not both? Ashanti also calls him out for never waking up when the baby cries at night. Nelly claims he doesn't hear it and calls that his gift when it's and calls that his gift because he doesn't hear the baby. Nelly got me cracking up. And let me read that again. So Ashanti also calls him out for never waking up when the baby cries at night. Nelly claims he doesn't hear it and calls that his gift. When Ashanti tells him it's his turn to change the diapers, Nelly jokes, baby, I'll give you the world. I just ain't changing no diapers. Oh, y'all, man, this is just crazy. The scene didn't sit well with viewers. Many took to social media to criticize Nelly's attitude. Some called him out for being selfish, while others sympathized with Ashanti. Comments like Ashanti is a married single mom, and real men change diapers flooded online threads. Ladies, I mean, I get it. Y'all got to be a little bit easier on some men because some men just they got to learn how to break themselves into it. They kind of have to be trained a little bit. Leanne said, those are the only words, but you have to look at the actions, and done with people just old fashioned like that it's no problem. Those are only words, but I hear you, Leanne. I feel what you're saying. Yes, they're only words. I agree with you. Sometimes maybe us men should watch our words, right? We have a tendency to just sometimes say shit. Love Jones said, I don't know. I think people that have been through it and seen the signs, they can tell red flags. Love Jones, I agree with that because I be catching them flags now that I've been through certain stuff. Love Jones says, Stone Nelly is a grandpa too. He is tired at 50. Yes, he is. I'm 55 and I ain't tired. I don't know how in the hell he's tired. Well, I mean, touring ain't easy. So let me just say that. During a restaurant scene, Ashanti mentions how hard it is with the baby when Nelly is away. Nelly responds bluntly, it's all you. I ain't going to even lie, he says to her. You know, I ain't got nothing for him. You know, I ain't got nothing for him. He recalls telling Ashanti that he expected her to handle most of the early child care until their son could walk and talk, according to people. Now, what's my thoughts on that? I think it's amazing to watch the process of kids grow. I think it's amazing. My stepkids, I used to love running around playing with them, and it was fun running around the living room, chasing them, and it was a fun experience for me. Very fun. I don't see how no man could miss that. It's just the whole process of when they're little, because you don't get that back again. That's my opinion. And this is not bashing anyone. I'm saying as a man, my opinion is it's fun to be able to be a part of that process because you can't relive that again. Leanne said, got to make the cash if he has to, but some men are old-fashioned like that. It's fine because I have grandchildren also. Victory said, hire a nanny at this point. Yeah. I mean, I do think hiring a nanny is kind of like throwing your responsibility off on the nanny because then the baby creates a bond with the nanny. And it's kind of like, oh, do you really want that bond that should be created for the parents given away to the nanny? I mean, we've seen what happened to all the white folks when they had black nannies. Them white kids grow up loving black folks, which is good, which is good. We can go back to the 40s, the 30s, and the 50s with that. Let's read some more. The scene didn't sit well with viewers. Many took, of course, we already saw it, took to social media, blah, blah, blah. The reaction has been largely in support of Ashanti, with fans expressing disappointment over Nelly not wanting to share the duties. You know what? You guys, man, I don't know, man. My personal opinions on this, I just think that that's their relationship. They're going to work that shit out. And I think that we as people got enough problems to worry about in our own personal lives that we worried about Nelly and Ashanti and what he's saying. I'm like, shit, we got more shit to worry about. All we can do is be an example as men in our own personal relationships, and women in our own personal relationships. They make a lot of money. I don't think nobody should be concerned with them at all. They make enough money to figure that shit out on their own. That's my thoughts. And as a man, I feel them. Sometimes you don't want to change the diaper. I mean, you know, I wasn't really big on being a diaper changer myself, but I did it. I did it because I know I had to, right? And I didn't want the pressure just to be on. And these were my stepkids, by the way. Remember that. Bridget says, statement to increase viewers to watch the show. Yeah, I agree. I think that's what it was, to try to create drama, like there was drama. Leanne said, I wouldn't want anyone else but me or my family with my children. Yeah, there we go, Leanne. That's all I'm saying. Like, we really want other people raising our kids. Barbara said, hire a trusted nanny whenever you have gigs. Yeah, that way they could possibly be together. Why not take the nanny on the road with the baby with them? Why not go on the road and the nanny goes too? Nanny can watch the baby on the road. I mean, I've seen a lot of, you know, artists do that, right? Barbara said, sometimes people have an understanding no one else needs to understand. Mind your own business. I agree with that. That's why I wanted to talk about this. I was like, this is hilarious that we have consumed ourselves in celebrities' lifestyle. And it's like, you know, like we got opinions, but then our own life might be fucked up. And it's like, we ain't focusing on that. We're not focused on that at all. Tessie said, facts. And a sister like Love Jones needs our attention and support. She's alone. Raising, oh, Love Jones, you got 2 babies? Love Jones, let me share something with you. I think you appreciate this, and tell me your thoughts. Tell me if I'm wrong. Coming from a lady with 2 kids. I've had 2 relationships. And in those 2 relationships, I've raised 6 boys. 6. And do you know that these little son of a guns don't even call me on Father's Day? Now, one relationship, she's a Jehovah's Witness. So unless I'm a witness, she won't even let me talk to the boys to this day. Right? The other relationship, she wasn't a Jehovah's Witness. But somehow my youngest son is the only one that keeps in touch with me, right? You know, all of them call me dad. But the youngest one kind of sort of keeps in touch. He really don't, but he do. When he need money, and I hope you're watching this, Rashad. Through the years, when he needed money, he'll contact me. Dad, my car, dad is, and you know, I give him money. I don't question him, right? But he called me on my birthday, his birthday, recently, right before Father's Day, and he was saying he needed something. Yes, I'm talking about it, son. Yes, I'm on YouTube talking about it. Don't be upset with me. And I said, okay, son, you know, he didn't ask for a whole bunch of money like you typically do. He just said, I'm trying to get this blender for my birthday, and different people in the family are coming together. And I said, okay, son, what you need? Well, I sent him what he needed, what he asked me to send him. Right? And I said, happy birthday to him. Do you know that on Father's Day, he didn't even call me? He didn't call me and say, happy Father's Day. Now, mind you, Love Jones, I went through years of crying about this stuff because I was hurt so bad about it. Like, man, I raised these boys there and their dad wasn't there. And I was a young dude raising a young dude. I didn't even get a Father's Day call. It broke my heart. I try not to cry, but I had to see it for what it was. Now, I made a threat probably 2-3 years ago that I was done. And I actually sent him a text and said, I get it. I'm not your dad. I'm not none of you guys' father. I get it. You don't have to deal with me. So I've decided that I'm cool. I'll go make my own family. I'm done. I'm not going to bother you no more. I said this to him. And when I said this to him, it shook him a little bit because he started keeping in touch with me. But the other 5, I haven't heard from. They got kids. I mean, I'm supposed to be kind of like low-key grandpa right now. They ain't brought damn kids to see me. The middle one used to always tell me I do more for the oldest one and the young one. And I said to him one time, I said, son, I'm not even your real father. I've been here for you, but how you going to tell me I do more for the oldest one and the younger one and not you? They ask me. You don't ask me for anything. But that's what he rolled with that and really believed that. To this day, he probably still believe it. Like, you was never really there for me. I was like, yo, make this make some sense. So it used to hurt me until I had to tell myself, hey man, don't be upset with them. They're not your real kids. They don't owe you shit, Stone. Even though I felt like they owed me enough to just call me and say Happy Father's Day and how you doing? Are you okay? They don't, Love Jones. 2 different women. I raised boys from when they were little. They're grown men now. They don't call me, and they have good lives. You understand what I'm saying? Walked them to school, picked them up, was involved with their activities, everything, and still balance out my music career. Javon said, I'm going to be honest, being concerned with someone else's life is not a subject I clearly don't want to talk about. There's a saying, get your house in order before you put input in some. You know, Javon, you sound like a pretty wise young man. You say some pretty sharp stuff, and I love that. Love Jones said, I have 2 boys. Love Jones, listen. When I met one of the ladies, the youngest boy was 2 years old. And I'm going to tell you something that was beautiful, too. I'll read the rest, and I'll tell you. She said, they still thinking of you and pretty sure love you. When they get in their 30s, they will realize they need you more and more. Love Jones said, I sure will be good to my boys and try to enjoy their times. Barbara said, right. Take the nanny on the road with you. Switch up. Go with mom. When he's a little older, go with dad. Yes, I agree with you, Barbara. That's 100%. Victory said, amen. Melody said, Stone, don't feel that way. Biological kids do the same thing, unfortunately. Love Jones said, wow, I'm sorry, Stone. This is heartbreaking. I hope you guys mend that. That is pain. Mend that. Hope you, hold on. I'm sorry, Stone. That is heartbreaking. I hope you guys mend that. Their pain is not with you, Stone. They don't realize it. And one day I pray they wake up and say, you were my dad. One love. They call me dad. They just don't reach out to me and keep in touch except for the youngest one. I have to ask him what's going on with his brothers. Like, what's going on with your brothers? How do you, oh, they just had a baby. Oh, I had a baby. I didn't know. Let me send some money. William said, I think it's the people who don't have access to celebrities on a regular. They are starstruck. They are like anyone else, just have a talent and used it to their benefit. Absolutely, Brother William. That's 100% facts. Yeah, they're starstruck. It's like, why be? No need to be. We're all talented, right? So no need for anybody to be like super freaked out by, ooh, right? Leanne said, that can tear at your emotions, and you got to let that go because it's negative energy right there. You put a loaf of bread and got breadcrumbs. Yes. Cece said, I can tell you gave 120. Yeah. Listen, I got pictures of when they were little. Right, all the great memories. It was fun, just great times with all 6 of my boys. Javon said, thank you, Stone. My father was a pastor growing up, and I still uphold certain morals, standards, and values. They are forwarded upon nowadays, but they are frowned down upon nowadays. But regardless, I hold steadfast. That's the key. Tessie said, not to interfere, but Stone, where are the mamas to back you up? Well, thank you for bringing that up, Tessie, because I think my personal opinion, and if the mama's watching, I still got love for you. You were actually an awesome lady. But probably because I left the relationship, there's a bitterness there. But I made a promise to her when we were divorcing that I was going to continue to be in the boys' lives, and I kept my promise. I kept my promise. I stayed in their lives. But I think if she had told those boys, listen, regardless of us divorcing each other, walking away, he's still a good man. He took care of you guys, and your father was never there. Love Jones said, they don't realize how good they had it. Some men had no man, period, as father figures. But we have my dad here. He's an old school. Had to remind him they still little. So enjoy. Yeah. Hey, Love Jones. Dad be on him, huh? Well, pick up that stuff. Don't. The end said, not remembering true memories, and it's unappreciated what you gave, which is love. Listen, I go to my youngest son. He's in his 30s now. I think he just turned 30. No, wait a minute. He just turned 28, 20 or something. He's up there. I go to his job and I tell all the girls at his job how he was when he was little. You know, Dad, you telling, you got to tell it. He told his same story all the time. I said, yeah, I want them to know how you were when you were little. You were full of energy. You was a sharp little dude, and you still are. So I love telling the stories. Those are memories that you don't get to relive unless you have lived them. And one day I'll have my own child and I'll be able to experience that again with my own child. Hey, the little one, get in line with grandma. Yo, listen, I never spanked my boys. Tessie, let me tell you something. Love Jones, let me tell you how I used to do my boys. I never whooped them with a belt. I would line them up, all through them, line up. I stick your chest out, and I would tap them in their chest. Bow. Not no hard when you're just a tap. Next, tap. And it was more psychological, right? And I used to give them looks, certain looks that they knew that it was like giving them a whooping. I never had to whip those boys ever. I never had to put a belt on them, ever. Ever in my life, none of them, all 6 of them, never had to whoop them. I gave them a look, and I would give them that, make them line up, and it's military style. Get in line, stick your chest out. But if their mother had said, honestly, if their mother had said, yes, thank you, Cece. If their mom had said, listen, that's a good man. Mr. Paxton is a good man. We've had our differences in our relationships coming up when y'all was little. But that man was always there for y'all. And y'all make sure y'all call that man and say Happy Father's Day and on his birthday and check up on him and make sure he's cool. If she had said that, you know, we're going to listen to mamas. That's how I know that she's not playing a part in correcting that. Because I've even asked her, how come such and such doesn't come? Oh, I told him, I ain't heard from him. I've asked her that. And my youngest son, I don't like to put the pressure on him with asking him why they don't. He don't know, Dad. I tell him I talk to you. I just don't want him to feel pressure from me asking him all the time. So I just kind of left it alone. So I messaged him on the day after Father's Day, and I said, I called him. He didn't answer his phone. I know he saw my message. And I said, son, you didn't call me on Father's Day. I said, that's pretty messed up. I said, anyway, I love you. Guess what? He texted me back. Love you too. But he never mentioned nothing about why he didn't call me on Father's Day. That kind of fucked up shit. Love Jones says, Stone, my grandpa used to tell my boys and cousins to get the switch on the bush. Listen, my grandma would get that switch and tie it together and dip it in water. Come on now. She'd tie the ends, sometimes put a rubber band on it, dip it in water, and she'll make you go pick the switch. I used to pick the smallest one. It'd be about that big. I say, this good, Grandma? She, boy, you better go get... I would pick the smallest one. Cece said, I never whooped mine either. He hated and was afraid of time. Yeah, mine too, boy. Come on, Cece. Yeah, it's like you can create that same element without even having to whip them. Javon said, a lot of women today are in realization of a good man, but for some reason, that's not what they want because of how society raises them from being away from the actual family. Yes. And you know what? That's why tomorrow is going to be a great show for you guys. Tomorrow, I got special guests tomorrow for y'all. I got special guests for y'all tomorrow, man. It's going to be 2 ladies tomorrow running the show, y'all. Ladies. Tessie said, here's the end result. So, PF, the mamas think they're spitting stone, but these mamas are teaching their boys to disrespect them as well. Absolutely. That's facts. Tessie, that's facts. Yes, it is. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Uh-huh. Hey, you guys, let's get into this last story. This one's going to have you cracking up because I don't want to start crying about my sons not calling me. So I'm going to change that subject. Y'all don't want to see me on here crying again. Last time y'all saw me crying was when Angie passed. Hashtag justice for Angie Stone, by the way. Make sure we put that in there. Hashtag justice for Angie Stone, you guys. Victor said, I got the switches down south. I bet you got some good switches in them trees. I bet you. Listen, you guys, this one is a funny one. This one is a funny one. I just had to laugh at this. President Trump feuds with Elon Musk escalates. His feud with Elon Musk has escalated again. Now he's threatening to deport. He's threatening to deport Elon Musk. Come on, you guys. This shit is like the highest level of comedy from the Comedy Corner in Los Angeles, California. He is threatening to deport Elon. It don't get no funnier than this, man. Victor said, Granny didn't play. Listen, you guys. He is threatening, yes, salt and pepper. Trump is threatening to deport Elon Musk, his buddy. Let's get into it. Here we go. President Trump reignited his feud with Elon Musk on July the 1st, threatening to consider deporting the billionaire entrepreneur to his native country, South Africa. He gonna deport him back, and the African's gonna send his ass right back to here. Yo, this is way too funny, you guys. Tell me if this is not the highest level of comedy that you have not. She say 2 nutcases. I love Joseph. Tell me if this is not the highest level of comedy that we have not seen in the White House. Okay, let's keep reading because this is too funny. Oh my God! Listen. He plans this, he threatened to send him back to South Africa. He says the clash escalated after Musk publicly criticized Trump's massive tax and budget bill, calling the Republicans who support it to face primary challenges, said they would face primary challenges. I'm sorry. It says Trump responded by suggesting Musk might face scrutiny from the Department of Government Efficiency, DOJ. DOJ, I guess that's how they say it, a federal agency Musk once led, and even floated the idea of cutting billions of subsidies and contracts Musk companies receives. So Trump wants to cut subsidiaries and funding that Musk receives and ship his ass back to Africa. It's funny. Y'all listen, man, you gotta say this has got to be the funniest time we've ever seen the White House just turn into like modern day comedy. Melody said they argue like married. Yeah, they do. Leanne said he's a joke. That's not even funny. Leanne, that shit's funny to me. I'm sorry. That's comedy. That is hilarious. Javon said, what's funny about Trump and Elon is they're two gabblers living in the same home. We all know that doesn't mix well at all. It's also true about some wealthy people. You can't have them in the same, absolutely, because they're gonna definitely clash sooner or later. Barbara say medication time. Victory said, I think it's all for publicity, to be honest with you. It's weekly breakups and makeups. Hey, you guys. Hey, listen. Listen, if he did send him to Africa, the African's gonna send his ass right back because Elon was talking a gang of shit about Africa, and that's where he's from. So according to USA Today, Trump comments made both on Truth Social during an impromptu press briefing came just hours after Musk warned that the bill could balloon the national debt by $3.3 million over the next decade. Musk's CEO of Tesla and SpaceX accused Trump-backed bill of reckless spending and said he would support efforts to unseat GOP lawmakers who vote for it. In a rapid-fire reply on X, Musk wrote, I am literally saying, cut it all now. He trying to gangster up on Trump. He like, cut it all now. Come on, Musk. Hey, you the gangster, huh? Trump didn't hold back, suggesting Musk owes much of his success to the government subsidies and tax breaks. Without subsidies, Trump said, Elon would probably have to close up shop and go back home to South Africa. Yo, I don't care what y'all saying. This is not an act. There's just no way. The way they're going back and forth is just way too, this is not an act. Like you just, you know, Trump don't read no teleprompters. Y'all got to remember that. This is not an act, you guys. You might think it is. I beg to differ. I believe they really going at it in real time because of the things that are being said are not normal things you would say that's not scripted. These are unscripted words. Y'all peep it out. These are unscripted words. Come on, man. Y'all rock with me with this and think about it. Victory said, I think it's all for publicity, to be honest. I read that one. Javon said it screams publicity. Leanne said, oh, I know it's funny, Stone, laughing out loud. That was a play. Oh, okay, I got you. Look at me. I feel like a square, Leanne. Victory said truth and music. CC, it's hilarious. Come on, this is the highest level of comedy. Okay, so this is what Trump says also. He says, SpaceX accused the Trump back build of reckless spending. We know that, right? And he told them to cut it, blah, 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 right? Here it is again. When Trump came, said, I'll send your ass back to Africa, South Africa. Trump wrote in at 12:34 a.m. on the Truth Social post, he mocked Musk with a veiled threat. Perhaps we should have Doge take a good hard look at this. Big money to be saved. Huh, Elon? Musk is a naturalized U.S. citizen. Come on, man. Don't do that to me. Hold on, y'all. Somebody, these people calling me. I promise you, this does not happen until I am on my live. I'm going to do what West Name told me. Put your phone on West Name. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Listen, you guys, this is going to continue to play out. Trump is making threats to him like we need to look into the money that you spent and make sure it was spent properly and ship you back to Africa. Victory, yes, we are. If these two are going at it, man, they need to just be best friends and call it a day. Mikey and Tommy. Mikey and Tommy, get along. Because this shit is hilarious. Mikey and Tommy need to get along. Hold on. So, yeah, Trump wants to send Musk back. Basically, he wants him to shut his mouth. Stop talking about me and that my build is whack. Stop saying that the bills that I passed, and especially the big bill, stop saying that it's whack. Stop saying it's going to bankrupt the economy. Trump's like, dude, stop that. Even if it's real, stop. Musk's like, shit, I'm mad at you. I'm not in the White House no more, buddy. I don't get to stand next to you with my son on my neck insulting you at the same time. You guys ever see when Elon's son be whispering to Trump, saying stuff to Trump? Little dude be saying some crazy stuff to Trump. Little dude was saying, my friends don't like it. He was saying when I went back and listened to the audio, I said to myself, did somebody put little dude up to doing that? And it's funny how Trump would look at him like, you guys know this shit is like some real live comedy. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been enjoying every bit of the real-time comedy that we see on there. But I don't think this is for publicity. That's my thoughts. That's just me. There's no way. The cadence to their conversation is real conversation. And that's what's up. Listen, every time we talk on these subjects, I'm calling it That's What's Up. And that's what's up. Listen, Stone Paxton Music and Life, you guys, you rock with me like you never rocked with me before. Every day, y'all step up in here and listen to this old man. I'm calling myself an old man because I'm 55. And listen to this old man chop it up with y'all, man. I'm going to read one more comment, a couple more. Victory said, I'm a little upset about the AI crew that Elon picked in the whole USA. Where are the black and brown? Oh, well, you know, that was by design. Richard said, Trump punk by 4-year-old. Yes, he was punk. Victory. He ain't gonna have no black folks be a part of that program, you know, and it's sad because he's from Africa. He ain't trying to have no black folks. For some reason, Elon has a real issue with black people, which is weird to me, but he has that South African mentality of the white people in South Africa, how they treat black people. And he came to America with that. And he's very serious about that shit. I've heard him speak and say certain things. And, you know, the black man that used to actually help build his cars lives right here in Vegas. That black man that helped design the Tesla and had something to do with that lives right here in Vegas. But for some reason, he really doesn't care much for black people, and he makes it very clear. Tessie said, thank you, Stone, and much love to mods. Barbara said, Elon's son tells dump Trump, you're not the president. Hey, you guys, listen to my happy people. I'm about to get off of here, but before I get off here, let's go out with our happy people. Those of you that don't have my CD, that are members, that are looking to get that CD, I'll say to you again, it's yours. You pay for shipping and handling. Email me. My mods will put the email address at the bottom. Email me and I'll get that to you. But before you go, you guys, I want to do one thing. Do something with me. She didn't get on here, but let's sing happy birthday to Damaged Kisses. She's not on her. Let's do a happy birthday for her, you guys. Let's go. Come on, happy birthday for Damaged Kisses. Damaged Kisses, I don't know where you are. But this is for Damaged Kisses and Tessie, because we didn't get to do this for Tessie. So happy birthday, belated birthday for Tessie. Not Tessie, sorry. Happy belated birthday for Cece and for Damaged Kisses. Say happy birthday to Damaged Kisses and Cece, you guys. This is happy belated for Cece and for Damaged Kisses. Wherever you are, Damaged Kisses, happy birthday to you. Yeah. Happy birthday. Now let's get into some happy people, y'all. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow we have special guests. I'm not going to say who it is, but you might see it on the thumbnail when I post it. Have two ladies hosting tomorrow. It's going to be the Mechanism, the relationship show, hosted by two incredible ladies tomorrow, you guys. I will be around, but I won't be on camera. They will be hosting the show. Manana, my happy people, let's go. Those of you that need that CD, don't forget, email me. The mods will put it in email. You get that for free. You pay for shipping and handling. Those of you that haven't received your CD, be patient. It's coming. It'll be there. Happy people, let's go. Let's go, happy people. Get up. Y'all know y'all got to get up before we leave off the show. Get up. I want to see you move. I see you, Ty. I see you like this. I see you, Victory. I see you, boss lady. I see you moving like that, boss lady. I see you, Leanne. That side-to-side step. Leanne got that side-to-side step, y'all. Her and Bridget, they be like. I see you, CC. This CC move, y'all. That's CC. She real conservative with her move. This is my other ma, Cambodia Mystique. She just. Hey, this Tessie. Where Tessie? It's Tessie. Tessie all out, y'all. That's Tessie. This Love Jones. She got that slide, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Here go Victory. Hey, Barbara. She got that backslide. Here, Melody, y'all. Javon, Javon, he got that one hand. Devon got that one hand. Him and Brother William, they like it. That's that G stuff right there. Yeah. Leanne, I see you. It's Leanne. She got the 2 feet in her hand. The snap. Victory. Victory got that hand clap, y'all. She got that church clap with the double clap. That's Victory. Yeah, my happy people. Hey, y'all, listen, I love you guys. Catch you tomorrow. The show is going to be hosted by the 2 ladies, the Mechanism, the relationship show tomorrow. Don't forget. And I don't know. Tonight we're supposed to write that song. I'll let you know we're going to go on and do that writing session. All right, my happy people. Y'all have a good day. Peace and love, and I appreciate you. Y'all forgot to donate to Dr. Love today, but it's all good. Peace and love and blessings. Don't forget. Don't come up in my channel not leaving no damn donation. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow, all right? Peace and love. Blessings.